Hey everyone, welcome to D3, helpful hints each week from me to you. This week we're going to be touching on color. Not necessarily color for your space or individual colors, just a helpful hint when you're picking out colors and what kind of finishes and things like that that you need to do. Depending on the texture of your wall, if you have a high textured wall, keep it to a flat paint. The flat paint is just easier, it disguises all that texture and it keeps it just very clean. Now if you want to see all that texture, great, have at it. Do a gloss up on those walls and you just accentuate everything that you want to accentuate. In your kitchen, a semi-gloss is great. It's easy to wipe and clean depending on how you cook. I know southern women, I know all y'all get that grease going, so hey, grease splatters. You can't wipe it off a flat base wall. Give it a semi-gloss and you'll be fine, don't you worry. When you're picking out colors, never pick it out with inside the paint store. Bring the swatches home. You want to see what it looks like in its natural light in the home where it's going in its space. Depending on lighting, dark, depth, and texture, just bring the color home. It'll be fine. It's going to be worth that one extra trip home to make sure you have the right color and you don't have to go back and get more paint. Also, look at your beiges. If you're doing a beige or a brown or a yellows or reds, just look at where you're picking your swatch from off the color wall. Everybody has these. Same thing. When you have these, look at them. Look at your lines of color. If you're going to be in a beige, make sure you're in your beiges without pink. There's a lot of pink undertoning to some beiges. If you want the pink undertone, great, that's fine. Not a lot of people do. Also, when you go into your yellows, make sure you're having a yellow. There's a lot of green, there's blues and yellows. I just make sure you get the color you want. Ask for help when you're at the counter. If you're in Lowe's, Home Depot, one of those, always ask for help. That's what the people in the paint department are for. They're there to help you. Utilize that help. Now, if they don't know what they're talking about, then you call me. I'll help you. Also, if you have an iPhone, there's an app for Benjamin Moore where they have a color chart. You could actually take a picture of a color, it names it, it gives you coordinating colors, all that. It's wonderful. And it's for everyday use. You can use it no matter where you're at. You see a color you like, just click it with your phone and you have it for a later date when you need it. Also, always paint from the ceiling down. If you're painting your ceiling, start with your ceiling. Bring the color down. Never start on the walls, then the ceiling. It'll be a huge disaster later and you'll find out halfway through that that was not the way to do it. Also, if you didn't buy there's a plastic paint rim that goes on the paint can itself for helping when you pour, not making a mess and all that goodness. If you did get one of those, it's fine. You take a hammer and a nail and you make grooves, like a strainer, all the way around the can lip. And what that does is when you pour the paint and you set it down, you know how it collects in that rim all the way around? It won't do that. It's going to be a filtration system. It's going to fall right back into the can. No more wasted paint. Well, I hope that these little helpful hints helped you this week. Tune in next week and we'll be discussing something else. Just more tips on how to help you in your home. Also, please send me your pictures in of your spaces that you're having issues with. I'd love to help you with your space. My name's Dwayne and I'll see you next week. Bye.